Okay, we're up and running. Welcome to Egan Lacrosse 2018 season, second game of the year. First game we did not stream because we didn't have power. We are in the West St. Paul Dome. Apple Valley is the home team. Or actually, Egan is the home team. That's right. And with me is Jesse Wallach.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for having me, Brian.
We are filling in, or Jesse's filling in for Bob Forche, who should be listening right now in Texas.
Enjoy the warm weather down there, Bob. Although it wasn't too bad here today.
That's right. It's 8 o'clock. We're at the West St. Paul Dome. Lighting's pretty good in here. The weather is fine. 72 degrees, no wind.
It's perfect. It's perfect lacrosse weather, Brian.
Yes. Should not rain tonight here either. All right.
Here we go.
Handshake.
Goalies are taking their nets.
Egan will be going left to right. Apple Valley will be going right to left. Apple Valley is in the yellow jerseys. Egan is in the nice-looking green and gray pennies with the white shorts. Well, Jesse, what are you excited for this season so far? What do you think?
Well, it's going to be fun to see how the defense plays this year. Of course, it's always good to have an All-American goalie back in the net for you.
That's right.
Jack Currington. So.
Well, we have Tim Hoffman at the face-off, X. We've got Meisinger, 36, on wing, and Joey Mills, 22, on the other side on the wing. Drew Wilson, Isaac Pfeiffer, Joey Mills on attack. Vichelio, Dolny, Hauser on defense, and Jack Currington in the net.
And we're off.
There we go.
Battle.
Good pickup by
Egan.
Tim Hoffman brings it up. Gets across the field. Gets a touch. So we'll also do some description of what's happening here because I know some people probably aren't as versed in the lacrosse rules as everybody else is. Drew Wilson, or number 27.
Good feed.
Missed it.
Mills ran it down. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that Mills?
Diffley.
Diffley.
Number 28. Isaac Pfeiffer right now with the ball, coming up from X, and scores.
There it is. Number 2, Isaac Pfeiffer.
Pretty simple.
It's a start you want to see if you're an Egan fan.
That's right. That's what we expect to see. We expect to see Isaac Pfeiffer coming back. So sometimes we call it the X spot behind the net, coming around the top, and scored pretty easily. Timmy Hoffman is the Fogo, face-off, get-off.
Same lineup as that was out there in the first one.
Yep.
Meisinger out here with the LSM near side us.
Good battle.
Battling.
And Apple Valley with the win.
Apple Valley's taking it up here.
Taking a strong move
Joey
to the
Mills.
net. Egan pushes him off. Okay, Apple Valley moving around. Eli Dolny with the defense. Joey Mills shutting off number 13.
A lot of chatter from the sideline today, Brian.
Yep. That's a turnover by Apple Valley.
Pfeiffer with the ball.
Bring it back in. Settling it down. Getting our offense in now. 37 is Tate Sundberg, Joey Mills, and number 5 is Cole Powell. Middies transferring in. Joey Mills.
Joey's single on.
Yep. Dodging from the top. Gets it down to Isaac Pfeiffer. Isaac slowly brings it back up to the top to Cole Powell. Drops
coming
it.
At us here.
It's going to be a race to the ball. Got it. Brings it back in.
Cole again running it down the sideline here.
Cole's behind the net. Cole Powell. Isaac Pfeiffer looking for Mills. Mills has it. And they're setting it back up. Tate Sundberg. Looks like they're going to run a play. Looks like it's probably Tate's going to go from behind the net. Everybody's going to, as you can see, all the players are moving up forward. It's going to be a one-on-one isolation with Tate Sundberg. He's going to try to come up and try to score one-on-one with the guy.
Be interesting to see how Apple Valley defends this.
Yep. Here comes Tate's move. Joey Diffley with a shot and no backup. That is a turnover for Egan.
You don't often see that play design, do you, Brian? Usually those plays are set up from the top.
That's correct. Yep. Egan has been doing it from the back. They started that last year. It's been pretty effective.
The disadvantage, though, like we just seen, is that there is nobody left behind the net and the shot is taken.
Then it's a turnover. Yep.
Correct. 9
that's
times
right.
out of 10, the goalie gets the ball.
Right. So that's a weird rule in lacrosse that if you take a shot and who's ever closest to the ball as it goes out of bounds gets it on a shot.
Goalie was walking it up to near half here on the break.
Apple Valley with a kind of a medium fast break.
Well defended by Dolney there.
Knocked the stick out. Dolney with the ball. Knocked it out.
He still has it.
Picks it up. Gives it to Mills. Mills is over the midline. And they're running and gunning. And still going. And hit the pipe.
Oh.
That was a good.
I had a hard time seeing that one.
Yeah, that was a unfortunate play. Okay, Apple Valley clears it again. They're 20-21.
Shot from behind him. Ooh.
I'm sorry, you're keeping stats.
Hauser took the body to an Apple Valley player. That was a nice play.
Joey Diffley with the
there it is.
Easy score.
There you go. It's a big kid.
Yep. I think Joey's about 6'5", and he always comes over the top. So stopping a shot from 8 foot high by the goalie, that's a hard angle to stop. All right. So Egan's leading 2-0, I believe. Is that right?
That is right. There
is 8 minutes left in the first quarter. This is the third face-off. Egan won the first face-off. Apple Valley won the second.
Correct. They look good. Egan has their legs to them. This is what we kind of came to expect to see this team do.
Mm-hmm.
Very physical so far. Moving the ball well.
There's a face-off, and there's a violation.
I want to say yellow.
Looks like Timmy Hoffman moved a little early. That's a face-off for Apple Valley.
So for those of you new to the game, that was an illegal move there. So what happened is Timmy moved a little bit before the whistle. And it's an illegal procedure, and the ball is in hand to the other team.
It's a good turnover. Here's Jack Stone bringing it up. Looks like Jack Stone and Max Meekin and Andrew Shavatal, AC.
Yeah.
He played attack last game. He's one of the fastest players on the team. He's one of the hardest shots of the team. Down to Isaac Pfeiffer. Isaac brings it around. Looking for someone to pass to.
Got a couple sophomores out on the field right now, Brian. We have a Jack Stone, number 4, and Max Meekin, number 16.
Yep.
Running through
Drew Wilson with the shot.
Thank you.
Again, Egan was closest to the ball when it went out of bounds, and that was a shot, so that's why Egan got it back. Joey Diffley on the side of the net. Good battle.
The goalie comes out of the crease. He becomes a player, so he's free to be physical against.
Nice play by Drew Wilson. Nice catch by Max Meekin.
Egan's really working the ball down low today.
There's Andrew Shavatal with a shot.
We had Diffley behind, so therefore Egan retains possession.
Yep. It's good possession by Egan. Moving around. Isaac Pfeiffer. Oh, that's going to be a turnover.
Bit of unforced error there.
Yep.
They zigged when they should have zagged, it looks like. That's okay. Let's see what the defense does back.
Yep.
One thing I'm looking forward to in this game is see how the middies get back and play defense today.
Right. Apple Valley behind the net, moving around. Egan's defense is is doing nice close defense. Apple Valley keeping it, moving it around, dodging from the wing.
Michelio on the player there.
Good stick by Sam Hauser.
Really nice. There you
And
go.
Joey Gallus, number 15, coming and bringing it in.
Pfeiffer on his wing.
Slows it down.
It's good effort. Ball went out of bounds on the side, therefore it's Apple Valley's ball.
Gold ball. Looks like Tanner Whips, 24, is in. Drew Wilson.
It's good physical play. Egan's forced the turnover here. Apple Valley's not careful. There you go. Egan got possession. Nice play.
Tanner Whips with a ground
nice
ball.
Play, Tanner. Tanner is a junior. Plays in midfield. This is his second year on the varsity team, I believe. Is that correct, Brian?
That's right.
Joey Mills behind the net, setting up offense. Strong move.
In the crease. He was pushed in the crease, which means it's still an Egan ball, I think. Let's see whether they're talking about it.
I think you're right.
Officials are talking back and forth about it.
Yep.
I think it's Egan ball. It is. Egan retains possession. So we got Cole Powell, Tate Sundberg.
Joey Mills.
It's like Tanner's playing attack right now. So Drew Wilson dodging from the wing, comes in, shot blocked.
Well, they're all over him. That's a good turnover there.
That's a great ride.
Really nicely done by
Cole Powell. Yep.
Physical there. Tanner Whips. Ball down, really well done.
Another turnover.
With the ball here today.
Another turnover.
Egan's got to make him pay for that.
Slowing it down.
Yeah. Work it around. Get the feel for the ball. Move your feet a little bit.
Moving it around, back. Ike Pfeiffer back in X.
Got Joey Mills at the top. Gonna isolate his offense here.
Nice and patient. It's been a good possession. Oh, there's a ball in the field. Not a lacrosse ball.
Soccer ball, that is. So again, we're at the West St. Paul Dome here in West St. Paul, Minnesota. The game was moved to this date and time because of the weather. Originally scheduled for Thursday, I believe, of next week.
Next week, yeah.
At Egan. They were able to get Apple Valley down here and play that game here in the Dome, so it would be one less reschedule later on in the season. So, unfortunately, the JV team was not able to play because Apple Valley does not have a JV team.
That's right. Apple Valley, a little bit sloppy with the ball. Another turnover.
Jack Currington walking the ball up. Well, check that running the ball up now.
Yep, all the way through.
So now, because Jack comes off of all the way down, we have to have a player back.
AC is back.
6 guys on one offensive side of the field, so that's a rule as well.
Cole Powell dodging from the top.
Oh, that looks to be a goal.
That was a goal.
That was a goal. Who scored that, Brian? I didn't see.
I couldn't tell if maybe Cole Powell. Just timeout on the field.
Well, Brian, what do you think? 3-0 here, huh?
Well, I'd say it's pretty good. Let's just keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, I think they've moved the ball well. Apple Valley doesn't look to be like they're taking care of the ball very well, but you know.
You know, I think that's part of Egan's ride.
Yeah. So, Brian, I think we have a special guest that would like to hop on the mic here and say a few words. He's a player from last year. It's Joey Hoffman here. He's joined us here at the West St. Paul Dome.
All right, yeah.
Here he is.
All right, Joey. So what I want to know is, what did you teach your brother about the face-offs? What's the key here that you wanted to really impart onto him? Because it's really your legacy.
Okay.
You're from, you know, so Joey was the face-off guy from last year. Did a phenomenal job. What were you, about 70% last year?
Give or take 70, yeah.
Okay.
About 70.
Yep.
So I've been at college a lot. So when I was, mainly what I would do, I haven't taught him too much, but what I have taught him was mainly before the season, which was to be more powerful on the clamps. You know, you just really got to get down on the ball, be quicker about it, and just get more power behind it.
Mm-hmm. How do you think he's doing so far?
I did not see the Chanhassen game, but so far in Apple Valley right now, he's doing okay. He's on the clamps, but the wing play needs to be there.
Yep.
So it needs to get a lot more ground balls. Need to put the ball in the position for our team to get it, obviously more than Apple Valley could.
Right, because it's really almost like you and those two guys are really the face-off guys.
Yeah,
and
like it's a whole unit.
Yeah, working together is really how you get your win percentage that high.
Exactly.
Okay, well, good.
We'll see what he can do here then.
All right.
I didn't see that one. I'm not sure if you did.
No, looks like Apple Valley was awarded the ball, so I'm not sure. So Apple Valley's bringing it around. Dodging from the top. I think that may be the first shot toward the goal for Apple Valley.
I agree.
And Apple Valley did not have a backup, so that's a turnover. Max Meekin. Bring it around. Back to Tanner Whips. Up to AC. AC dodging from the top and just fires. Man, he's got a rocket.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
He's a natural lefty, and there was no backup for Egan. What is going on? That's terrible.
It's been a few today, too.
Yep.
We need to get some backup.
That's another turnover for Apple Valley. Isaac Pfeiffer bringing it in. So there's this yellow box you can see that's around the net. We need, I think it's about 30 seconds where you have to get it in. It's called getting it in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 20 where you
20?
have to get it past like your half the field, and then after the half, I think it's 10.
10 seconds. Yep.
So 30 total.
Yep. Isaac Pfeiffer bringing up right to Jack Stone with a pretty easy goal. This is nice. That was really nice. So Isaac came up, drew a guy.
Yeah.
And Jack kind of filled that spot.
I thought it was mainly kind of ball watching there.
Yeah.
Good cut from behind and it's an easy goal.
Right. That's kind of the typical thing that happens with lacrosse players. You kind of get lulled into ball watching.
Yeah,
and
entirely.
so tell the audience what ball watching is.
So especially when someone's behind the net, that's important too, because then all eyes have to be behind the net too, and basically most of everyone else would be in front of the net because obviously you need to be in front of the net to score. So when someone's behind the net, you need to like put your head on a swivel and
all right, so
both.
give me a little play-by-play on what happens on this face-off with your brother, okay?
Okay. Okay.
What was that? That was bodying out, basically?
Yeah, boxing out. That was a really good job on boxing out to get the ground ball. I'm not sure, I didn't really see too much of the clamp. It seemed to come out pretty early, but I didn't see who actually came up with it. But really, Most of my wins last year were actually from a lot of ground ball play, not too much clean. Good look. But not too many clean wins, actually. A lot of ground balls just in better position and a lot of just like goosing the ball out to where teammates could be in a two-man game.
All right, Egan's working their offense, keeping good backup.
Oh, that was time expired too.
As time expired, Isaac Pfeiffer threw a rocket. Just a nice shot to Cole Powell, who just tried to one-time it into the net, but it was just, looks like the goalie stopped it, right?
Yeah. Looked like a quick stick, but it got trapped right in between his legs.
So the face-off that you've been seeing so far has been mostly just kind of getting it mucked up?
It has, yeah. So that's basically the wings now. Like, we're both wings, just who wants the ground ball more, to be honest. It's
And it looks like Egan's been running one long pole and one short pole on the on the wings.
An LSM and a short stick. So
yeah,
usually the LSM's to make things kind of messier, get things round, and the short sticks where you need like your best ground ball guy, basically.
Right. So when you were doing face-offs, did you communicate with those wing guys? Kind of tell it.
I would.
And how'd you do that?
What usually happens is I have like my short stick. So you have the long pole and the short stick, and I would have my short stick on my left side.
Yeah.
So I would like to win it defensively a lot too, and win it straight to the wing.
Yeah.
So like it's not my responsibility to pick up the ground ball, and I trust my wing enough. So he would usually be on the defensive side in case I wanted to win it back to him, and also if Apple Valley or say any opposing team would win, I would have my backup too, like so it wouldn't be a fast break for the other team.
Gotcha.
And then I have my LSM like straight in the middle, just to get like a messy ground baller in case things don't go my way.
Right. Did you ever have to communicate with them kind of on the fly if the opposing team was trying to block that or try to block that move?
So if I always have my wing on my short stick wing, who would be on the defensive side, and if the opposing team would lock wings, I would just have them call my name. Okay. And then if nothing was there, mine would be open, and if I heard my name, I'd be, okay, well, I have to either win to myself or put in a position for them to get it.
Right. So really a lot going on there to be a successful face-off team, you and your two wing guys.
More of a unit entirely instead of like, it's more the three of you than just the face-off person themselves.
Right, and that's some of the inside strategy that I really like about lacrosse is that there's so many of these little things that people just are watching. Oh, the face-off guy, but no, they're really working as a unit. So yeah, it's nice. Looks like we have a new face-off guy.
Getting a new look, Michael Pavic.
Michael Pavic. And it looks like we've got some new.
I think that was a delay game call.
Delay game. Valley. Okay, so we just win. So we just win it.
Yeah, they weren't out by the time the ref's timer had gone off.
Gotcha. So we have Joey Diffley coming up. Mills.
Ooh. He called crease.
He called crease? Yep, crease violation. That was a goal, but since he touched the crease or
by his own will, instead of getting pushed.
Right, yeah.
Went into the crease. The cuts seem to be working, though. They seem to be successful for Egan today.
Yep, that's right.
Ball cuts.
Right, the goalie's going over. And looks like another turnover. Right. So we've got basically 20 seconds to get it over the midline.
Yeah.
So it's a long time. Now we got 10 seconds to get it inside the net or inside the box. So we're starting to we got to get in the box pretty quick. And they got it in there. It's Joey Mills slowing it down. So is Apple Valley running a zone or man? Can you tell?
Well, it looks like they shouldn't be running the zone because what I've seen earlier is 11 from Apple Valley seems to be on the crease, so it would seem like they have a crease slide.
Okay.
So it looks like they'd be running man.
Gotcha.
But not a very complacent man-to-man offense, or very complacent man-to-man defense.
Some very enthusiastic fans here.
Yes, very enthusiastic. In particular, one.
Yeah. So that was a good shot by Joey Mills. He's got it back, and he's going to shoot again. Another stop. Wilson with the ball behind the net. Up to Joey Diffley. Fakes a shot, just goes right in. Another good stop by the goalie. Egan with the backup. Again, Egan's doing a nice job taking care of the ball, moving it around.
Good job.
It's Drew Wilson, Tate Sundberg, in a goal.
Nice.
Nice. Good work.
Looks like they're putting Michael Pollock back out there again.
Yep.
Give him an actual shot.
Yep. See if he can see how he does here. We've got Jack Stone also on a wing, short stick, and Joey Gallus on the other side. The three defenders are still the same: Hauser, Dolney, Vichelio, Currington, the All-American goalie, of course,
Great
is in
to have
goal.
back.
And is the score 5-0? Is that what we see?
It is 5-0. Yeah.
Is the being updated? It is. All right, what did you see there on that face-off?
So Michael had the clamp down, and then the Apple Valley the other face-off guy from Apple Valley actually went to try to wait for him to pull out the ball, so he could try to get the ground ball, but he continued to have it under the clamp, and then went out to his wing.
Gotcha.
So good job by reading the other face-off guy and not going into where I guess supposed to trap.
Right. Egan moving the ball around the perimeter. AC with a nice shot. It's good. It's a good save by the goalie. AC is a natural lefty.
Can't shoot both hands.
Yep. Andrew Shivatal, when we say AC, of course. Goalie's going over. Apple Valley got it in the box. Egan's been doing a nice job with their defense so far. Apple Valley.
Forcing the pass there.
Apple Valley bring it around. That was a nice defensive play by Meisinger, getting the stick up in the Apple Valley player's arm, so when he got a shot off, he couldn't get much on the shot. Sam Hauser with a nice physical play. And Jack Currington, one of the better athletes in the team, brings it up to Meisinger across midfield. Damian Schultz with the ball. Brings it around, and Drew Wilson, number 27, slowing it down. It's Max Meekin now, number 16. Dodging from the top. Takes a shot. Egan's got the backup. Joey Diffley.
They've been better about keeping a man behind the net now after those few that they didn't get the ball back to possession.
Right. Yeah, they're doing a good job not turning the ball over.
Exactly.
Drew Wilson to Jack Stone. Jack dodging from the top, coming down the alley. Dumps it to the backside. Joey Diffley moves it to the wing. Drew Wilson dodging from the wing. And a shot and a goal. What a nice goal. That was
great look, short side to the top corner.
That was filthy.
That was.
Nice job, Drew Wilson.
All right, well, I should be going, so thank you for having me.
Thanks for all the insight and dropping the knowledge.
Of course.
It's good for all of us.
Yeah, good luck to you guys as you finish the season out.
Yep, and good luck at NDSU.
Yeah,
I know that your playoffs are on right now tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
It's 1 against
o'clock.
University of St. Thomas.
Yep, so that's going to be a great battle.
Pretty exciting.
All right, all right. See you then. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we got
I'm back.
Jesse
I'm
back.
Yeah, well, you can't take a mic away from a natural leader like that.
I know.
He enjoys that stuff. He's got a face for radio, I'll tell you that.
That's right. Don't we all?
Yeah, right.
Here comes a great battle.
Yeah. 6-0. It's been fun to watch. We were just chatting with some parents behind the table here, and boy, we said what a difference today is from what we seen last Thursday.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of young kids getting some playing time here, Brian. I don't know if you've been close watching on that, but we had we had a lot of sophomores. We had Damian Schultz was out there, number 8. We had Max Meekin, number 16, was out there.
Jack Stone.
Yeah, we also had Michael Pavic take a face-off earlier.
Two of them.
Yeah, two of them, yeah.
One was uncontested. The second one was he won. So that's been nice.
There was a penalty on that last play there.
Yep, I think it was a hold on Joey Mills, probably 30 seconds. So this week, a little bit of work on our man and Jack Currington.
Save that.
With Apple Valley had no backup.
Yeah. Love it. Love when the goalie can stick his stick out there and get possession for us.
Of course, Egan turned it back over. So we're still man down. So in man down, Egan runs a zone defense, and that's a goal.
Apple Valley just scored there.
Yep.
Scored on the man down.
Yep.
Make it 6-1.
Number 8 scored. Hunter DeWall. Attack. Senior. So that was a nice goal. Timmy Hoffman back out on face-off.
Joey Mills near us. Far side is Joey Gallus playing LSM. Look at Hoffman. Hoffman's really done a nice job today, Brian. Really.
It's a good face-off win.
It was. Not sure how many we've lost today, but it hasn't been very many. Good save by the Apple Valley goalie.
That was Joey Gallus, looks like, maybe going. Great ride. And Apple Valley might have gotten timeout there. Yep, they got a timeout.
Yeah, Apple Valley called a timeout there because they were in danger of stepping out of bounds. And you typically will see that, the head coach of the team, when that happens, call a timeout to retain possession and rather than turn the ball over there. So. Right,
and you get 2 timeouts per half. So, if you've got one available,
might as well use it
save
there.
A possession.
Yep.
And lacrosse is all about possessions.
Right.
Possessions and offensive efficiency.
Yep.
So that's why face-offs are so important, and offensive efficiency. And in offensive efficiency, we mean, how many turnovers. If you get a shot on goal, do you score also?
Sure.
So if you can have a good offensive efficiency and you win at least half the face-offs, you win every game. So
it's definitely a benefit. That's no doubt about it. We've seen it at all levels. It starts off at the youth level, and it's even more so up at the high school and college level. The team that win possessions will win the game most of the time.
That's right.
Timeout is over now for Apple Valley. I believe that was their first. Did Egan call that first one, Brian?
They did. Looks like there's 5:33 left in the second quarter. 6-1 Egan. I'm here with Jesse Wallach.
Nice to be with you, Brian.
Egan Lacrosse.
Yes.
2018 version. Lots of, if you didn't know this, Egan won the state championship last year. There was high hopes this year for them to return. To win a state championship, it takes a little bit of luck.
A lot of skill.
And,
hard work.
A bit of luck, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tate Sundberg with the defense.
I noticed when we got here tonight,
Another
Brian,
turnover by Apple Valley.
There were some former players from the team last year that was here with us. Darby Sorensen, and of course we heard from Joey Hoffman. We also had Noah Simpson. I don't believe he was a part of the state championship team, but I believe Brandon Wirtz was here as well. So
Cole Powell tiptoeing along the sideline. brings it in.
That may have been one of those situations where Coach Felter would have maybe called a timeout there, huh?
Yeah, that's right. But I think he figured out he would. Tate Sundberg with the dodge from the top.
Joey Mills sets a pick.
Backs off.
Yeah. Reset here.
Looks like Joey Mills is going to try a dodge from the top. Now, Joey's a lefty, so he's going to come in from the left side and then cut over and then take a shot, just like that. Off the pipe, and Isaac Pfeiffer with the backup.
You know, for all you young guys out there watching this game tonight, one suggestion that we hear at all levels, high-level lacrosse, is guys being able to play the sport with both hands. And what I mean by that is typically your dominant hand is your right or your left. And not a lot of kids at the young level tend to work on having efficiency passing and shooting the ball with both those hands. So a little word to the wise, anybody who wants to play high-level lacrosse, we're seeing it out here tonight.
Yep, so we got a flag down on Egan. So it's a delayed penalty. Once the ball touches the ground, or Egan like that, when Egan gets the ball, we'll get the penalty. It's probably going to be a push with possession.
Typically that's a 30 seconds?
Looks like it's a cross check.
Oh.
Cross check it. That could be a minute. It didn't look vicious. Cross check.
Cross check.
I think on number 5.
Cole Powell.
1 minute.
1 minute, yep.
3:56 remains.
In the half. So last time Apple Valley was on the man up, they were able to score their goal. So let's see what adjustments Egan can do here on the second go around with being a man down here.
So Apple Valley moving the ball around. They're in their man-up unit. Egan, of course, is in zone defense.
Nice play there by Ben Vicelli to come out. Or actually, I'm sorry, that was Joey Gallus come out and challenge the shooter there. He was looking to dodge and take it inside. Joey shut him down really well.
Yep, so what? That was a great stop by Jack Currington.
That's right. It's not always, it doesn't know, and a ball comes out onto the field again. Soccer ball.
So there's the couple things that Apple Valley is trying to do here. They're trying to get a cutter, a guy that's cutting in the middle, that's open, and they're also trying to move the ball around and get a backside. It's called a skip pass to the backside, to an open guy on the backside. So they move the ball around like they're doing. Still moving around.
Oh, Jack Stone came to close that lane off. Really well done there.
Yep. Apple Valley got needed to make a little bit of a stronger move there. Got shut down pretty quickly.
There's a lot of pushing going on down there. Still no possession as far as I can see, Brian.
I think Jack Currington's going to get it if that's not a push. And it was a push on Apple Valley.
Egan got possession there, so that'll kill some time on this penalty. That was a really well done play. That started when Jack Stone kind of crunched the middle down and shut down that little dodge and drive there. That's
right. Egan, the turnover.
Yeah, that's one thing I'd like to see a little bit better here, Brian. Tighten that up in the second half. We seen it a little bit against Chanhassen last week too. Just not a little careless with the ball.
You know, it could be too just getting to play with each other. This is the first time this team second time this team has really played with each other.
That's a good point. Yep.
And so they, and Felter's trying a lot of different chemistry things. He's trying a lot of different things out to see where players kind of work and fit. Another ground ball, scrum, and picked up by Sam Hauser. Nice job, big man.
He's got the long stick in his hand. He crosses half field here.
Sam is Sam's about 6'4", 260.
Wilson.
Drew Wilson gets in the box, backs it back out.
Setting it up top. 27, Drew Wilson.
Jack Stone coming in. Isaac Pfeiffer behind the net. Looks like they're giving Isaac a little bit of room to work.
Yep. Look a cut.
Oh, what a great cut.
It was a great cut by
Great
Stone.
cut and feed.
Mm-hmm.
And
nice play by Dolney there. Good stick.
Oh wow, really
well
nice
done
by Wilson and Cole Powell. That was really so. If the ball goes back over the midline, then that's a goal.
And they get one off of that.
Cole Powell.
Just a really nice play. It started down here with Dolney being able to protect the offensive zone.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Powell picks it up and does the rest.
Yes, like I was saying, if the ball goes across the midline, it's basically over and back like in basketball. So that was really nicely done.
7-1, Egan Wildcats are ahead late in the second quarter. I got a player in front of me. I can't really tell how much time is.
Got Max Meekin on the wing. Timmy Hoffman.
About a minute 18 left.
Joe Gallus. Yep, minute 18 left. 7-1, Egan.
Somebody moved again. It looks like Egan moved.
Timmy Hoffman moved early.
That ends in an automatic possession for the other team when that happens.
Apple Valley got it in. Now they're moving the ball, trying to move the ball around.
By the way, Brian, we should give props to the guy behind the camera tonight, Mr. Gallus, Paul Gallus, back for a second year or third?
Second year.
Second year.
Yep. It was a good, another turnover by Apple Valley. Time Ben Viccelio was the beneficiary. Drew Wilson bringing it in the box. Looks like Drew is going to do a behind the net dodge. So everybody's pulling up, bringing up. He comes it up. It's a good question mark shot.
So there's another situation. We've seen it earlier in the first quarter.
But we had backup there.
We did win that. Oh, okay. I was looking at the ref near side. I'm sorry, Brian.
Yep. Isaac Pfeiffer got back pretty quick. So Isaac Pfeiffer bringing it up. Drew Wilson with the near one-handed catch. And that's going to be a slash.
Flag down, yeah.
Flag down.
Egan will be a man up here, assuming they don't score on this possession. So if the ball hits the ground with the flag down, the play is blown dead, and the penalty will begin, as we just seen here.
Yep.
If Egan were to score with the flag down, then the penalty is nullified, and so in essence, there wouldn't be a man-up advantage.
Looks like we've got, how many seconds left?
32.
32. Not much. So the Egan's man up. Oh, I guess it was 2 seconds.
It was.
All right, halftime.
All right. We'll be back in
10 minutes. I'm gonna you start talking.
All right, we are back on the field here. Egan started with possession because they ended the half with a penalty. Apple Valley had a penalty at the end of the half there. So Egan starts with the possession, working left to right on the screen. Joey Mills with the ball at top, back over to Cole Power. They're really working the top of the field, the middle of the field. Nice little pass in the middle there. Good shot by Joey Diffley. Setting up the offense again on the outside. Drive in. Good save by that Apple Valley goalie. It was a good save. He's got 3 seconds to release himself from the crease. If he does not do so, it is a turnover. He just got out. Another unforced turnover by Apple Valley. Egan takes possession, runs it across the field. We have an LSM coming up. There's Andrew Call, senior Andrew Call, number 44 for Egan. Plays long stick defense for Egan. Tate Sundberg with the ball. Tripped up a little bit. There's a flag down because of that. Flag down on Apple Valley. What'd you think of the first half, Brian?
You know, it's kind of what I expected. It was good to see Egan hanging on to the ball, not drop. Keeping good possession. Apple Valley made a few more turnovers, unforced errors than what Egan did. Egan's defensive pressure is good. I like that. Offense efficiency was good. Faceoffs were good. That's why we're winning 7-1.
Yeah, that was a good first half. I don't know what Coach Felter thought of it, but as a viewer and a broadcaster, somebody just enjoys the game of lacrosse. I thought it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was good.
I'd like to see Egan score here with the man up. Would be kind of fun. I don't think they've had a man up goal all year.
So, Coach Felter has been pretty upset with Egan's man up offense last 2 years, and this is not going to help it. I mean, that was a nice skip pass that just kind of went through the stick, Egan's stick, and that's just another turnover.
Yeah, you can't turn the ball over down in the offensive zone when you're man up. Oh, there's a turnover there. Goes right into
and that's a
Joey Diffley's net, and there we are. We add another one. It's 8-1 now, Egan. That was another unforced error by Apple Valley, and fortunate bounce for Egan there.
Right. Coach Felter won't be happy with that, even though they scored, because So the attack right now is Drew Wilson, Ike Pfeiffer, Joey Diffley. Got Meisinger on the wing on the faceoff, Timmy Hoffman, and can't see if it's Joey Mills, probably.
That would be my guess too.
Yep. We've got Call,
Dolney,
and Vecchellio on defense, and of course the All-American goalie. Oh, easy,
really
clean
nice
win
by Hoffman.
Fast break.
A fast break
coming in, and that's how we do it. That's Egan.
Yeah.
That right there is run and gun. Yeah. Egan Lacrosse.
Yeah, that's perfect. That Ike right across the middle, and you can't do it any better than what you just seen there.
That's exactly what Coach Felter wants to see. That every single play. That's what he wants. And just drive it right into the goal like that. That's
textbook. It's an instant turnover. It's an instant breakaway. You create odd man rushes, and basically you dictate how the game is played if you win the face-off, and that was a classic example of that right there.
That's right.
Good feed by Hoffman. Way to put the ball away by Isaac.
It's called transition play, and if you can win transition play too, you're going to win a lot of games.
Absolutely.
That was kind of the trademark last year of Egan Lacrosse. No other team was doing it.
And again, Hoffman with a, if you can't win it, you can, there's a loose ball push on number 36, Tommy.
Yep.
Tommy Meisinger.
Yep.
Some might say questionable, but the refs blew the whistle. Therefore, it is possession, Apple Valley.
Yep.
Egan is all over him right now, though.
This ride is intense.
And the goalie comes out, and we're going to see what happens here. Diffley just put him down.
Yep. Egan,
So they got to get it across midfield here. Oh. So Pfeiffer right in front of us.
With the slash. That was an emphatic flag down slash.
Yep.
So one thing we always say is refs are always right.
Correct.
So that's the way it is. And that was a slash here, for sure. So he was right.
Yeah.
Even though
well,
Ike didn't like it.
If you're going to take a slash, Brian, I guess you might as well get your money's worth, right?
Yeah, Ike probably would have been a little better off just, pushing him out of bounds.
Agree. Yeah.
Gently.
Yeah. I thought he had room to do that myself.
Yep. So Upper Valley set up in their man-up offense. Egan in their man-down, of course. Apple Valley in the yellow, and the deep. Tommy Meisinger just all over that guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is his MO there, Brian. I mean, that's why he's up here as a sophomore. The kid is just hustle, hustle, hustle.
Yep, I like the aggressiveness. So Apple Valley moving the ball around again.
Sliding. Egan slides very well. There it is, Vicellio. Dolney with the quick stick.
Good,
ball down.
A good stick, and we call that a defensive stick. Apple Valley brings it back out and takes a shot.
There's some big bodies out there right now for Egan, isn't there, Brian? I mean, you got Joey, you got Billy Diffley out there, and you have Sam Hauser in the defensive side of the field.
Yep, that's right. I mean,
Some
Sam Hauser is
Billy Diffley's attempting to get the ball here, number 12. He's a sophomore. He did what he could do there. Failure to advance on Egan.
There's a flag down. Probably a hold.
We're trying to get the call for you here.
Looks like it's some type of a penalty on Apple Valley. I guess it's a hold, but there wasn't anything brutal at all. Looks like it's man up for Egan. Egan's got their man up, special teams did.
And going back to what we talked about earlier, seeing Egan being able to score, they have all the talent down there as far as attack and offense goes, but they've not really put the ball in the back of the net when they're man up. I'd really like to see them get one here.
Yeah, it's
there
we
it
go.
was.
That's what we need to see more of.
That was just a rip.
That's just a case of Joey Diffley saying, I am going to score right now.
Right. And I tell you, if I was standing in front of him, I think I'd let him too.
Yeah. He's 6'5", or actually 6'6". I think he's 6'6". Probably about 250. And he's a force.
Yeah.
He's coming down. The angle of that ball is coming down from about 9 feet. It's hard to. Goalies do not see that angle very often.
Track that ball, correct? Yep. Yeah. He was a big factor in last year's state championship when he had some pretty timely goals in the section games and as well as in the semifinal and final games. He turned out to be a really nice find. I believe he spent half of the year or part of the year down on the JV level, and Coach Felter brought him up for the state tournament run, and he made the best of it.
Yeah, he played every JV game and got brought up for the state tournament team.
Nice feed. Yeah,
Jack Stone.
Jack Stone with his first goal, number 4, sophomore.
Yep.
First goal of his high school career.
Yep.
Good look by Billy, or Joey Diffley. I'm sorry. We got 11-1 now.
Looks like we have a new face-off guy, Michael Pavic, coming back in, 35.
That's right. Yep. Freshman.
Yeah.
We have a young group of kids on the field right now. I'm looking across. Other than the defense, it's pretty young. Well, I guess looking down in the offensive zone and the attack there, you got your upperclassmen down there, so I stand corrected. We have seen a lot of young guys played in the game tonight, which is good to see. It's good for the future of Egan lacrosse. And there's Meisinger again. He's just hustle.
Oh, that's got to be
number 2. Just laid him out.
Yep. So number 21 came in and not really looking at the ball, just put his shoulder right into one of the Egan players.
Yeah.
Now, 5 years ago or 10 years ago, that was probably a legal play, but with concussions and player safety, that's no longer the case. So Egan's man up.
Man up again.
Special teams is back in. That's Andrew Shavatal, Joey Mills, Cole Powell, Joey Diffley, Isaac Pfeiffer. Their short one guy. Tate Sundberg is coming in. Looks like he's getting taped up.
All right, let's see what they do on this one, Brian. Kind of working it high-low from Powell and
AC.
Shavadl. Yep. We got Pfeiffer behind the net. Back to over to Andrew Shavadl. Powell swings that over to Diffley. I think they're looking for the skip pass, Brian.
I do.
Patience here. This is...
I didn't see if this was a non-releasable penalty, but it's going to be at least a minute, if not 2.
Sure.
And AC just so fast.
Oh.
Nice shot. So now what Egan's doing now is it's called the ride. So we're trying to not give the goalie any open guy to pass the ball to.
Brian, is it 10 or 20 seconds to cross half field?
20 seconds to cross half, and then you got 10 seconds to get it inside the box.
Good save there by Sam
Hauser.
Yeah, and throw his weight around. I would not want to be number 12 there. He's bounce off number 47. Sam Hauser's a big kid. Good outlet pass to Joey Mills across the middle of the field. Does his little spin move. Probably looking for Powell down there in the corner. Could have been a push there, but non-call. 2 guys on him. Joey's got to step out and regroup here.
Oh, he just brings it around.
He loves for that, though, doesn't he, Brian? He likes that
contact.
physical play. Yep.
That was amazing.
That's effort.
that was a lot of individual effort there. Till he was laying on the ground.
Literally, and shot it there. So good goal by Joey Mills, number 22. Captain, senior captain this year.
That's correct.
Captains this year are Joey Mills, Isaac Pfeiffer, Cole Powell,
Currington, and Jake Vichelio.
Thank you.
Yep. So we got Joey Gallus on the wing this side, Jack Stone on their side, Tim Hoffman, the face-off. Looks like Andrew Call is in for Hauser.
Another
There's a
illegal
face-off
move.
Violation on Apple Valley.
Egan possession. Jack Stone, number 4, takes the ball for Egan.
Jack Stone going right to the net.
Good feed.
That's a goal.
That was really well done there. That was.
Yep, that's what they want to see.
Apple Valley calls her first time out of the second half. So that's what we're accustomed to seeing right there. Is Egan gets the face off and turns that into a quick, fast break transition game. That was something that they lived on last year, and not a lot of teams play the game the way that they do.
So it's 13-1, is that right?
That is correct. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it's 6 minutes left. At some point, it is running time. I can't remember if it's 12 or 14 goals advantage. Maybe it's up by 15. We may find out.
We'll have our stats guy run and check that for us.
Yeah.
It's like that silent movie.
We are, again, we're at West St. Paul Dome here in West St. Paul, Minnesota. Nice to be inside, although today would have been nice to play outside, and it looks like the weather is finally going to cooperate, and hopefully we won't have any more games canceled or rescheduled or moved around.
Right. I'm Brian Whips. I'm here with Jesse Wallach.
Yeah.
Standing in for Bob Forche.
Yes, yes. Irreplaceable Bob Forche.
Irreplaceable.
Don't worry, Bob. You can have your job back. I'm just warming the bench up for you.
It is a little weird playing in a dome, a varsity game.
Saturday night at 9 o'clock.
This is the first varsity game I've ever been at in a dome.
Yeah.
So
Me as well, yes.
not unusual for this season, I guess.
If anybody's looking for some good lacrosse, tomorrow at 1 o'clock at Matamidi High School, the North Dakota State University of North Dakota State will be taking on St. Thomas. University of St. Thomas located here in St. Paul, Minnesota for the MAC. I forget the conference that they're in, but they're going to be playing for the championship. It's
MCLA.
good lacrosse. Thank you.
MCLA, Division II.
This will be a rematch from a couple of weeks ago. St. Thomas came down, and or North Dakota State came down and played St. Thomas, and it was not as evenly fought as one would have had expected.
Yep, I was at that game.
It was a good game. St. Thomas ended up winning by 4 or 5 goals, I believe it was. So tomorrow's a rematch, and it's outdoor.
Here comes another fast break. Timmy Hoffman bringing it up, just a little too high. That's going to be a turnover. So the interesting thing about why it's hard for a face-off guy to make a good pass is because when they do that clamp, they deform that head, and the stick just gets deformed. So passing is kind of an adventure. Passing and shooting is kind of an adventure.
Brian, would you say the stick is more loose, wobbly, not as firm as a normal stick would be?
Yeah, I think that is true. That those face-off sticks are usually a little more compliant.
Yeah, and these kids really bend them and wear them down too. It's funny to watch a face-off guy with a stick.
Yep. Now Apple Valley had a really nice. So that's the Egan ball. Apple Valley had a really nice open look there. They didn't connect. Andrew Shavalta coming across midfield, very fast. He'll be playing at, you have to pay money to watch him play at Marquette next year.
Yeah, he's going there. So Egan's just kind of moving the ball around down here in their offensive zone. Back up high to Jack Stone again. Try to
dodging.
isolate him, yep.
Oh. So that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah.
Over and back.
That's over and back on Apple Valley. No,
on Egan.
That's right.
That's a turnover.
Yes.
Again, it's not something we want to see. It's okay in the first part of the season, but by the time we get to sections, we got to
tightened up, right?
Got to clean that up.
Yeah.
We can't have that happen because
good teams will take that possession and turn it into goals.
That's right. That's right. And like we said, this is just a game of possessions. Pretty simple. Yep. Simple math.
Yep. Right now we got Max Meekin out there defending number 21 for Apple Valley. We have Jack Stone, number 4. We have Enai Dolny, number 33.
Oh, that's going to be a push with possession.
That's right. Yeah. Be a minute, Brian?
Probably a minute.
Yeah.
Nothing vicious, just kind of, too much in the back. He pushed him to hit him too hard in the back. So Apple Valley brings in their man-up unit.
Brian, in this situation, do you typically see Egan put in another long stick? I believe we just seen another long stick just come in here with Sam Hauser. So typically you'll have 4 long poles down in the defensive zone when you are a man down. That's for more reach and cover more area. You'll have 1 short stick and 4 long poles. So you'll have a total of 5 defenders down in the area here.
That's right. So Apple Valley moving around. Takes a shot.
13 got a shot off there.
Not on goal, but Jack was there.
Apple Valley retains possession as they had the man closest to the out line in the back of the net.
Yep. So they come. Apple Valley with a shot. I don't think that was on goal again.
No.
But Apple Valley's keeping possession, coming back around. Egan's in their zone. Apple Valley moving up at top.
Egan's doing a nice job really forcing Apple Valley out or
another
to take
penalty.
A quick shot.
Another penalty on Egan.
Interference on Egan.
On number 3, that would be Justin Hodak.
Oh, that is correct. Yep, Justin Hodak. I believe that's the first time he was out here tonight, but it's good to call his name.
Yep.
Number 3 senior.
Yep.
Put his time in.
Billy Diffley is in, number 12. 6'4", I think is what he is.
There's
Another
a lot
sophomore.
of beef down there. Yeah, he is. He's a sophomore. He's a big kid. There's a lot of beef down in the defensive zone right now for Egan. There's a lot of big bodies out there.
Yep. There's at least 3 players, and here's a turnover. There's
Coming
at least
right at us here.
there's at least 3 players that are 6'4" or taller right now in the offensive zone for Egan.
Billy Diffley running the ball up, maybe looking to get it to his brother. All right. So we had a new guy come out. I think it was the first penalty was released.
So yeah, Egan is still man down, so they would just want to run the ball, and if they do shoot, we need to have backup, just like we had there with Joey Diffley. Still man down, Joey Mills. Content with just walking it over.
It's under a minute left in the third quarter here.
Isaac Pfeiffer's up top. Tate Sundberg. Drew Wilson.
Egan is now full strength.
Drew Wilson deciding to take a shot.
Low to high, Brian. That was something we talked about against the Chanhassen game. Changing the level of the ball as you shoot it, makes it really difficult on a goalie to stop that. And that's what the good shooters you see do.
Yep.
They change the angle of the shot. It's not always just over the top.
That's right. If you're going to shoot the ball at the same plane all the way to the goalie, it better be going 100 miles an hour. Otherwise, the goalie's going to stop it.
Yep, I
Good,
agree.
good goalies.
Yep, right.
But if you can change the plane, high to low, low to high.
Challenge him.
Yep, left to right. Isaac Pfeiffer coming up top, just shoots because Coach Felter was yelling out that we had 10 seconds left.
That's right. That's the end of the third. Egan's up 13-1. We haven't had confirmation on if and when the game will go to running time. We don't know the score goal differential, but
we're thinking maybe three if we get to 3 more goals.
Yeah, we're
advantage.
thinking a 15 goal differential here. So we'll see once we find out. We'll let you know.
Right. Well, we want to shout out to. I know that we've got a couple parents probably watching. Forshays and Currington, I think, is probably watching also. So shout out to that to them.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Good game.
It's a good game.
Glad we could be doing this.
You're missing some wonderful weather here inside the West St. Paul Dome.
Yeah. Yes, it's perfect.
Sunny and 70.
Yeah, I was a little concerned it might be a little warm in here, but it's perfect. It feels good.
Yeah, it's good. It's been a good game. This is a much, I was a little bit more anxious during that last Chanhassen game, but this game is looks a little better.
Yeah, it's hard to repeat as a state champion, and I know Egan's got a big goal ahead of them this year to repeat. It's going to be difficult, and every team that you play is going to give you the best. When you got a target on your back as a state champion, you're going to get every team's best effort. I think what we ran into in Chanhassen was a very confident team. They played very well as a team. They have 2 fantastic players. And Egan just didn't look ready for that challenge. I would say that tonight is a complete 180 from what we've seen on Thursday.
Yeah, Chanhassen's got a couple All-Americans, and that they scored 9 of the 15 goals. Yep. And I think every team that Egan's going to play, they're going to get that team's best effort because Egan's the state champion.
Absolutely. Yep.
So it's something we got to expect. So we just have to keep bringing it up and.
And sometimes the loss in the first game of the season can bring you back down to reality and give you a gut check and say, hey, this isn't going to be the cakewalk perhaps we thought it might be.
I'll tell you what, Jesse. I watched Egan Lacrosse. Bob and I announced Egan Lacrosse 2 years ago also. And that was the first, I bet 6 games. They might have been 1-5. And they looked terrible, just horrible. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden they just turned it around. They stopped making turnovers and they ended up being the consolation champion.
There you go.
So,
things happen.
This.
You got a great coaching staff. They keep these guys grounded a lot too.
That's right.
Coach Felter and Matea and Coach Comer and Coach Simpson. These guys have been coaching lacrosse for a long time. They know what they're doing and they do it well.
Right.
I mean, heck, that's why Coach Felter is the Coach of the Year, right? His nickname Cody, Coach of the Year.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned that yet today, have we?
No, we haven't. I thought that'd be a good time to work it in there.
Well, Coach Felter is, of course, from Syracuse, New York. I don't know if anyone knows that. He tries to mention that all the time. Egan dodging from the top. Jack Stone drops it back off to Schultz. Drew Wilson. AC up top with a, and that's there we go. There. AC finally gets off the Schneid, and that was kind of a changeup. That was he's a natural lefty. That was kind of a changeup. That was high to high. Stick side.
Tough to see. He ran it across the middle, and I think perhaps the goalie was screened a little bit by a body or two in front of him, but it wouldn't have made a difference in that shot. He was going top corner there anyway, Brian. It would have been a heck of a save if he would have gotten a stick on it.
That's right. And if AC would have gotten a full wind-up on it, that would have been 98 miles an hour. Probably through the top of the net.
Rumor has it he can shoot that hard with both hands, right? We talked about offhand and on-hand and earlier in the game and how important it is to be a good lacrosse player. You've seen that in action. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, for sure. And AC is kind of the prime example of being able to go both ways. But he's going to naturally go right to left because he can shoot so hard from, that's kind of his natural tendency. But once, teams are going to start shutting him off. And when they do that, then he's just going to go to his right.
Sure.
So that's what's going to happen. Now, if we were in Canada, box, they never go offhand.
No.
They're only one-handed, and they do something called Canadian lefty or righty, where they just swap the hands. So looks like we got Soren Thrall, number 55, out there now. And Jack Stone.
Action's right in front of us.
Egan ball. Comes back.
Stone, number 4, pushing it up the middle. 10's coming behind him. Going to watch himself.
So we got Tanner Whips at attack. AC's coming in.
Max Meekin, number 16, is back out there.
Damian Schultz is out there. Got a pretty young group out here.
Yep.
Looks like AC coming right in and just Tom Forche's in also.
Good save by the goalie there.
Yeah.
When a goalie can see that ball like that, Brian, you don't change planes. It's relatively easy, but regardless, it's a good save.
Yeah, that's right. So a lot of underclassmen out there right now.
Looks
like they're nearly the whole attack line's on underclassmen. Offsides. No. Apple Valley bringing it into the box. Tom Forche, the defense. Justin Hodak in now, number 3. Tom and Justin are the 2 short stick, D-mids. That's defensive midfielders. Oh, that was a good give and go right there. That was really nice. That was.
Won that possession? No, they didn't. That was a good give and go by Apple Valley.
Yep. Soren Thrall, number 55. He's gonna get a slash, but I really like Soren's aggressiveness. I mean, he just is. He's got a little nasty streak in him, I'd say, which
he really does.
Which I really like.
We just seen it right there too.
We just saw it. I mean, so you do get a little. That's the kind of the trade-offs, right?
It's the give and take.
But I think Felter will take that every time. You want that much more than you want. And it's not dirty. It's just.
It's a kid playing hard.
Playing hard.
And in a situation like this, with the score being what it is, I think it's good for some of these kids that don't get to always start or see a lot of game time because of the score differential. But now and tonight, it's good to see these kids out here and working on their trade.
Man, Meisinger just took it
effort.
away.
It's just effort.
That was not a hold.
Don't agree with that call. I don't know if you can hear Coach Felter right now. But,
we don't have a bleep button.
No, we don't. That was not an agreeable call there.
All right, Apple Valley still moving it around. Oh, that was a skip pass they tried to do there, and that went out. Green ball. Egan ball.
There we go.
So Apple Valley just tried to do a skip pass there, which means they try to kind of thread it through the defense.
Currington's walking the ball up here. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, I love Jack. He's just calm. He's probably one of the best athletes on the team. He'd probably be the best midfielder on the team if he played midfield. Drew Wilson.
Force Drew to his left. Brian, is Drew a natural lefty?
No, he's a righty.
Okay.
Drew's got both hands, though.
Okay.
Tanner Whip is dodging from the mid.
Even. Apple Valley's now even. And, oh, it's a good save. He hugged the post there, the Apple Valley goalie. It's a great effort. So what happened was he came out there, challenged the goalie. There's no goalie in the net right now. And it's
Drew Wilson with an easy goal.
Drew Wilson. Damian Schultz. Just great hustle down there. Great hustle by Schultz.
Yep.
Took on the goalie, and now
it's going to be so sometimes some of these technical penalties on a score will just wave off the penalty, and I think that might be what's happening here. Is it's going to be waved off.
The goal will be waved off, you're saying, Brian?
No, the penalty. The penalty
okay,
will be waved off. I think the goal is good.
Yeah.
So that would make it 15-1.
Yep.
Egan.
Yep.
Looks like there's about just under 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
You know, as far as technology is advanced, you'd think they would get a little bit bigger and better lit scoreboards for us folks standing 60, 70 yards away from it.
I know. So the penalty is waved off. Goal is good. So the face-off will ensue.
Yeah, a little credit to Apple Valley here. They've taken Egan's best here tonight, and they've played okay. They've played clean,
Yep.
which is always nice to see. It's not always easy to keep your head about you when
That's
you're
right.
getting beat kind of.
Tom Forche, the short stick midfielder on the wing. Joey Gallus on the other side. Looks like
Hoffman?
Timmy Hoffman on the
looks like
face-off
him.
again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Timmy Hoffman wins it clean.
It's just
Pinches
he's
and
really
pops.
had a good game tonight, Brian. Really played
Pulled it out.
the Fogo position well tonight.
All right, Tom Forche moving the ball around. Over to Whips. Down to Wilson. Over to Schultz.
Shabbat.
AC. So, this is going to be, other than AC, this is what you're going to see pretty much next year with these juniors and sophomores. Tom Forche.
Nice move, Tanner Whips. Tanner didn't like what he's seen there in the middle, bounced it back out. Now he's setting up the offense behind the net. Really well done. Smart.
Dodging hard.
Oh, good feed. He tried to get the ball over to
Damian Schultz.
Damian, thank you.
Yep. It's a good try. AC with the defense. Good ride by Egan.
That was. Joey Gallus with the ball running up with a long stick.
Just at about 4 minutes remaining. Tom Forche at the top. To the top of the box. You're bringing in Billy Diffley, who's a lefty. Drew Wilson.
Drew's seen a lot of playing time tonight, Brian.
Yep, up to Tanner Whips. Damian Schultz. Back to Billy Diffley. So moving around, now Billy's going to do a dodge from the top. See if he sees anything. Can run by a guy or sees someone open.
I got the shot. Oh, look
Damian
at the
Schultz.
fortuitous rebound there. That
Yep,
was
rebound, and Damian Schultz
yeah.
cleans up the trash on the crease.
He got his first varsity goal there. Congratulations to number 8, Damian Schultz, sophomore for Egan, scoring his first varsity goal. Lacrosse. That is the 15-goal differential there, Brian. So we'll see if they run the clock here.
Yes, the clock is running.
Clock is running. So that confirmed 15 goals.
Well, I'd like to thank our technical director, Kevin Sorensen, for keeping us on task here, getting things here, and making sure that the webcast goes as smoothly as it's gone so far.
Yeah, it was a test run for us tonight. We were hoping to do it in Chanhassen, but the circumstances of the field did not allow us to do that. So we thought we would give it a shot, and if so far, so good. For those of you that are watching, spread the word. Let everybody know. We'll be broadcasting every game. We intend to do JV games as well, as long as field locations permit. Varsity games will always take precedence. So if there's a time conflict, or if the JV is not playing near the varsity where it would be easy to get the equipment over.
So we've got a change in goalie. We've got
Carter
Starkey is in.
Number 50.
We're giving our All-American a well-deserved break. Carter moving around over to Soren Thrall.
So look for our subscribe to the channel. Watch the games this year if you can't make it in attendance. Tommy Forche running the ball up the middle here. Driving.
Just goes in and scores.
And another one.
Yep, bull dodge.
We've got about a minute left here. Scores 17.
Yep, minute 44. I like that Tom just went right in, and it's giving all these guys a little more confidence.
Well, I for one am happy to see this tonight. This will get the kids going, get the mojo, get the season back on track where they wanted it, and they got some good competition coming up, Brian. I think their next game is against Benilde next weekend at Benilde.
Yep, that's going to be a great game.
That's the rematch from the state championship game last year, and that's at Benilde. So both the JV and the varsity teams will be out there, 10:30 and noon start time.
It's a week from today.
A week from today. So come on out, watch some good lacrosse.
Or better yet, tune in to the webcast.
Correct. Oh. So.
No backup. Again, that's a turnover. We got to have backup there.
Yeah, and that was our face-off guy, Timmy Hoffman, taking that shot, which I think at this point in the game, Bob would not be upset. But most times, if it's not there, that's probably not a position you'd see him in. Well, Brian, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to take the air with you tonight. And Bob, your seat's warmed up for you when you do get back from your trip from Texas. So we're about finished here.
That's right.
Oh, good pass, Tanner, unselfishly. Oh.
Yeah, that was a fake pass. It faked you out. That was very selfish. But Tanner whips.
That's funny.
One more second, and that's it. All right. Well, thanks for watching Egan Lacrosse.
For your final from West St. Paul Dome, Egan 17, Apple Valley 1. Good night, everybody.
Yep, with me, with Jesse Wallach, Bryant Whips. We're signing off.